Anxiety is a feeling of overwhelmed, constant worrying, feeling nervous, feeling at times like you just can't manage what's happening. Now, to some degree, anxiety is normal. We all have anxiety in certain situations, like starting in a new environment or going to a new place or taking a hard test, those sorts of things. There's some normal anxiety associated with. There's not a typical age that you can see anxiety. It depends on a predisposition. So if you have a family history of anxiety, you're more likely to have anxiety. If there are other diagnoses present, both physical and mental health, it can lead to anxiety. One big connector is trauma. So you can see things like divorce or things like separation from a parent, loss of a parent, going into foster care, any close family member moving. Those sorts of things can be traumatic for kids. And so you can see an increase in anxiety after those sorts of events. Typically, it won't start immediately afterwards. Typically with kids, there's a longer period for the anxiety to come out. So, and the younger they are, the more spaced out it tends to be. I would recommend that parents be empathetic to where their kids are coming from. Just because their kid is having anxiety or depression or some sort of big emotion that the parent doesn't understand doesn't mean that the kid is feeling that way. And one of the most powerful things the parent can do is validate the feelings that they're having and then help them get help or learn coping skills. If you think that your kid is having anxiety that they can't cope with and you would like to look at getting them treatment, I'd recommend starting with your primary care doctor, with the community mental health center, school counselor, or if they're already in therapy, reaching out to that therapist and letting them know your concerns.